Since the beginning of time, men have flourished. From Adam and Eve to the great Roman Empire to the United States of America. We have flourished. We have conquered this world. But there's just one thing that we can't conquer. There's one thing that overpowers us. One thing that has destroyed the Garden of Eden, the great Roman Empire, and will destroy the United States. It's the one thing that we can't control, and that is the power of the pussy, aka feminism. You know, in the great Roman Empire, the royal families and the wealthy families, the wealthy men, I should say, you know, it was easy for them to find wives. They would have these beautiful wives, but they would also own gladiators, the big, strong brutes, which in today's society we would call chads. You know, they would own these guys, and they would mate with these guys. They would have sex with the gladiators. They would have babies with the gladiators. And the rich royal husband would play the father role in this child's life. You see, that seems to be the natural order of this gynocentric species that we are. You know, we always, every time we create this new flourishing society, no matter where it is or what time period of the world we're talking about, it always starts with the roots of traditional conservatism in terms of relationships and marriage. Monogamy. A man and a woman happily wedded. They have children. And, you know, they live happily ever after. That's the story that we preach to society because it's what works. Okay? It is what provides stability for people to excel in life. The traditional mother that takes care of the children and does the cooking and cleaning. The traditional father that protects and provides. That's what children need to grow up and flourish, and it's worked. That's what we've done. That's what the most successful societies in the world have done. But the problem is, women understand the power of the pussy, okay? They understand that they can convince men to change what works into something that better suits their wants and needs. It's just the way things work. So much like the ancient, the Roman Empire, where the gladiators would sexually satisfy the wives, the rich husband would take care of the children. That's what we're seeing the United States turn into. You know, this is the current dating pool. This is the reproduction protocol of the United States right now. You know, with feminism telling women to focus on their college degrees and focus on their careers and themselves, which, you know, I don't think anybody would argue that that's a bad thing, so to say. I mean, that sounds like a really good thing, but what it's turning them into is women who fuck chads from the ages of 18 to 25 to 30. Chads, Tyrones, you know, the bad boys, the thugs, the good looking, the muscle, the over 6 feet tall, you know, the the genetically gifted. They're fucking these guys from the age of 18 to 28, we'll say. And then more often than not, they end up popping out a baby or two by one of these guys. And that's when we start to see the "my baby's daddy ain't shit. My baby's daddy is worthless." Well, he was a brawny brute that you found attractive when you were 21 years old. So you fucked him whenever he wanted some pussy. He got you pregnant, and things didn't work out. But where you're at the age of 28 to 30 is you need that stability. You know, women in general, they need that stability, that husband. So now they're finding the beta male provider, you know, much like the great Roman Empire, impregnated by the gladiators, married to the rich man. Feminism allows women to live this lifestyle where they fuck the chads early in their life, they have babies, they complain about how worthless he is later in life, and this is when they marry a wealthy beta male around the age of 30. So as men, you know, there's really nothing we can do to fight this, because the majority of the men that are in control and calling the shots are the rich beta male providers. They're the royalty, right? Just like the great Roman Empire. They're the ones that make the laws. They call the shots. Now, they do whatever the wife tells them to do because the power of the pussy is just that strong. And they accept their role as the beta male provider. They accept the fact that the woman that they love and adore has been fucked by Chad after Chad after Chad after Chad, and maybe has a couple of babies by Chad, and they accept this role as the second husband, you know, that's going to provide a excellent life for this woman and Chad's kids. This is the definition of the word cuckold. We are a gynocentric society, we are somewhat polygamous, and we are most definitely a society of cuckolds. And this is fucked up, guys. This is fucked up, okay? But this is where feminism leads us. And eventually, what we have is movements like MGTOW. Because feminism allows hypergamy to run absolutely out of fucking control. You know, you have certain women who do actually want to stay with one man for the entire life, but in order to stay with one man for her entire life, he has to be a rich Chad. So he has to be in the top 20% of looks and the top 20% of money and status. So that's going to put him in like the top 5%, you know, grand total. So the majority of women aren't going to find that. So what we're going to see is, like I said, she's going to be fucking the Chads, fucking the good-looking guys, having babies with the good-looking guys, divorcing or just leaving this guy and putting him on child support and all that, and then marrying the beta cuckold with the money. You know, I'm not trying to be even negative here. I mean, it's, to me, I don't consider this negative. I consider it interesting. I enjoy talking about it, and I know you guys do too, because you see it. You see it happening, and you know it's true. You know, there will be people that dislike this video, but they still know it's true. So it doesn't change anything. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. That's the current protocol of the reproductive strategy of, you know, Americans here in the United States. That's just the way it is. So guys, whether you're a Chad, physical alpha or a beta, whatever it is you identify as, focus on your money, focus on your wealth. You know, and at some point, you'll fall into line with females where you're supposed to fall in line to, but you can make the decision to keep what you have, go your own way and do your own thing, you know, or you can be the Chad on child support or the beta male provider. I mean, it's not really that appetizing for any of us. I mean, I don't see the appeal. I just don't see it. You know, with the way that society's gone, that's basically what we're looking at. Anyways, that's all I have to talk about today, guys. Hope this was somewhat interesting. As always, stay MGTOW.